The secret behind charisma no one talks about. Part 1. The invisible force of charisma. Some people walk into a room and immediately captivate everyone around them. No flashy clothes, no loud introductions, no rehearsed lines, and yet they command attention effortlessly. It's not charm, it's not luck, it's an invisible force, a subtle energy that draws people in without them even realizing why. Others try desperately to be interesting, funny, or impressive, and still they fade into the background. The difference isn't in what they do, it's in how they exist in the moment. Charisma isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about creating an invisible gravity, a presence that people instinctively notice, respect, and are drawn toward. And here's the key. This force isn't reserved for the naturally gifted. It's a set of psychological principles you can understand, practice, and embody. The secret behind real charisma is subtle, often overlooked, and radically more powerful than charm or confidence alone. Part 2. Re-art your heart. Understanding charisma. Welcome to Re-art Your Heart, where we decode how the human mind really works, so you can take back control. Charisma is widely misunderstood. People assume it's innate, something you're born with. The truth, it's largely psychological. It's how your presence interacts with the minds and emotions of others. Humans are wired to notice certain cues: calm confidence, emotional attunement, subtle authority. When these align, your presence triggers attention and admiration automatically. Charisma isn't about impressing, it's about connecting. Not through words or gestures alone, but through the energy you project and the psychological space you create. Once you understand this, you realize charisma is a learned skill, not a gift, a way of being, not a performance. Part 3. Presence over personality. The first secret of charisma is presence, not personality, not charm, not jokes or stories. Presence is how fully you inhabit the moment, how grounded, calm, and aware you are, regardless of what's happening around you. When someone is fully present, their energy becomes magnetic. People notice, they listen, they lean in. It's a quiet authority that commands attention without effort. Contrast this with someone who tries to impress. They speak quickly, fidget, or seek approval. Their energy signals insecurity, and no matter how entertaining or knowledgeable they are, they struggle to hold attention. Charisma begins in the way you exist, not in the words you say. Your presence sets the stage for everything else. Part 5. The power of listening. One of the most underestimated tools of charisma is listening. Not just hearing words, truly listening. When you focus fully on someone, without planning your response or trying to impress, you make them feel seen, and nothing draws people in more than feeling noticed. Listening also allows you to pick up subtle cues, tone, body language, and emotional undercurrents. Responding to these signals, even non-verbally, creates connection and influence. Charismatic people make others the center of attention, not to flatter them, but to engage authentically. This unselfish focus is magnetic. Remember, the more genuinely you listen, the more people naturally lean in, trust, and follow your lead, even before you say anything remarkable. Part 6. Microexpressions and subtle signals. Charisma lives in the details. Tiny facial cues, subtle gestures, and the timing of your movements communicate more than words ever could. A slight smile, a raised eyebrow, a nod at the right moment, these microexpressions signal confidence, warmth, and attentiveness. Even the way you pause or shift your posture sends messages. It shows you are in control, aware, and engaged. People pick up on these signals unconsciously. They feel drawn to someone who communicates mastery and empathy without overt effort. The most magnetic individuals understand this instinctively. They don't overdo it. Every subtle cue is deliberate yet natural, reinforcing their presence and influence at every moment. Part 7. Confidence and vulnerability. True charisma often hides in vulnerability. Showing controlled vulnerability, admitting a small mistake, expressing genuine curiosity, or sharing a personal insight makes you relatable without diminishing authority. When someone is perfectly polished all the time, people respect them, but they don't feel drawn in. Controlled vulnerability signals self-assurance. You don't need to perform constantly because you are secure in yourself. It creates trust, deepens emotional connection, and amplifies magnetism. The paradox is clear. The more you allow yourself to be human, intentionally and subtly, the more others gravitate toward you, finding authenticity far more magnetic than perfection. Part 8. The role of energy and pace. Charisma is not just what you do, it's the energy you carry and the rhythm you set. Your emotional energy influences the room long before your words land. People are drawn to steady, confident energy. They mirror your pace, absorb your calm, and feel naturally aligned with your presence. Rushed movements, jittery energy, or overexcited behavior break this flow. Measured, deliberate actions convey control and magnetism. Even the tempo of your speech matters. Pauses, emphasis, and timing create tension and engagement. It makes people lean in, not because you demand attention, but because your energy naturally pulls them in. Charisma is a dance between your energy and the environment, subtle yet undeniable. Part 9. The gravity of unselfish attention. The most magnetic people focus outward, not inward. They aren't trying to impress or dominate. They are genuinely attentive to others. This unselfish attention acts like gravity. People feel drawn to it instinctively. By prioritizing others' experiences, emotions, and presence, you create a magnetic pull that words alone cannot achieve. The paradox is simple. The less self-focused you are, the more influence you naturally command. Charisma thrives in those who make others feel valued while remaining anchored in their own calm certainty. This invisible pull is subtle but powerful, shaping interactions and creating respect and attention long before you speak. Part 10. Reflection and takeaway. Charisma isn't luck. It's not charm, flashy words, or constant attention-seeking. It's presence, emotional resonance, and subtle mastery over yourself and your energy. True charisma begins with grounding yourself, being fully present, listening deeply, and projecting calm confidence. It grows through microexpressions, controlled vulnerability, and intentional energy. It is amplified by unselfish attention and authentic emotional connection. When you embody these principles, people are drawn to you effortlessly. They listen, they trust, they engage, even before you say much at all. Charisma is learned, subtle, and invisible. It is the art of influencing without force, of attracting without trying, and of commanding attention by simply being.